CERATIZIT Group for the very welcome here at the exhibition. So I'm very happy to be here with you and to share a little bit about the history of CERATIZIT and its beginnings in Luxembourg. What is today known as CERATIZIT Group, headquartered in Mama, Luxembourg, a global player in the hard metal industry, began life as a small family business set up on the outskirts of Luxembourg in 1931. The activities of Dr. Lanners focused then on the production of filaments for incandescent bulbs. As early as 1948, so after the Second World War, the company started to branch out beyond Luxembourg borders, embarked on initial cooperation with Austrian group Metallwerk Plansee and became CERAMetal. With the financial support of Dr. Kroll, a Luxembourg scientist, it started production of tungsten carbide, wear parts and tools at Luxembourg factory under Plansee license. Let's mention that the company remained during 3 generations under the leadership of the Lanners family. Dr. Lanners' grandson was named Ernst & Young entrepreneur in 2009. In the 60s, the Luxembourg-based company successfully broke into the high-tech market when it developed a special process for producing the little balls used in ballpoint pens for BIC. At the height of its activity, the factory produced 13 billion of these balls, accounting for 40 till 45% of the total global production. In the 70s, the plant was moved to Mama and the company started exporting worldwide after a series of locally executed acquisitions. It opened a production site in the US in 1979. Since 1975, it started to devote a large portion of its budget to research and development and innovation, and continued its strong international ambitions. The Luxembourg Ministry of Economy regularly supported research projects of the company, among others through LIST, the Luxembourg Institute for Science and Technology, who assisted in the digital transformation of the company. Let's also mention some support of the government of Luxembourg to the energy optimization of CERATIZIT's plant in Luxembourg, and so backed its environment friendliness and its efforts to produce in a more sustainable manner. In November 2002, CERAMetal merged with CERATIZIT, founded in 1921, to form the group, which currently owns over 1,000 active patents and utility models worldwide, with more than 200 people working solely in research and development. 1,300 people are nowadays employed at CERATIZIT Luxembourg, out of the more than 7,000 people on 25 production sites around the world. Let's also mention that nowadays CERATIZIT has 3 plants in India with 500 employees and a turnover of 36 million euros per year. In November 2021, His Royal Highness Hereditary Grand Duke of Luxembourg and the Minister of Economy, Mr. Fayot, visited CERATIZIT in Mama at the occasion of the celebration of its 100 years of...
to become number 3. So what we have today, we have 30 production sites, and of those 30 production sites, 3 sites are in India. So it means, more than 10% of our production sites are in India, and we can produce everything, almost everything in India. So that is very nice for the Indian market. I think we have 8,000 employees worldwide, so we have a presence in many 80 different countries, and the overall turnover this year will be 1.5 billion euros. So I think the headquarters are in Luxembourg, and therefore we have the pleasure also of having our Luxembourg ambassador in India, Mrs. Peggy Frantzen, who will talk to you later. So that's a global, setup of CERATIZIT, and the nice thing is we are independent because we have our own raw material source. We have one division within CERATIZIT who is focusing on the raw material we need for our products. So I think we are 100% independent from China in terms of raw material. So all our raw material comes from either recycling, as I will tell you later, or from the Western world. So we are not dependent on China as far as raw material is. So two other divisions. One is the hard material, where we make, solutions for wear parts where is used, in many industries. And then we have the cutting tool, and that's the main focus of. Afterwards, Dr. Uwe Schleinkofer will talk to you more about our innovation, preparing for that subject. I think we want to be, here you see from the United Nations, the sustainability production of materials. So those are our focus. And what does it mean very specifically is that we want now to reduce the CO2 emission of our products and of our production. And also, so we measured, wind energy for this year. So all our 100,000 need hydrogen to produce tungsten carbide. And we want to increase that, so we want to increase that, to more than 90
activity successfully produced 13 billion of these bulbs, accounting for 40 to 45% of the total global production. In the 70s, the plant was moved to Mama, and the company started exporting worldwide after a series of locally executed acquisitions.
Put an umbrella over all of that, and we put that together. So we are not single profession specialists. We look always at the big picture of our products and our applications. And one example is shown here, where we focus on electric car manufacturing, and we try to give the customers packages to produce parts for these applications. You see here, for example, stator housings, stator bores, milling of these tools, drilling, specific battery trays which needs to be machined, and also stator housing threading. And for all of that we create a group.
We are obviously very happy to be again physically present at the IMTEX in India. India is a very important market for CERATIZIT. We have 3 manufacturing sites here in India with 500 people. It is a market we think there will be a lot of growth. Obviously the topic of today is new products, innovation, but also sustainability. Sustainability is very important for CERATIZIT Group, and India is playing a big part of that. Sustainable means, CERATIZIT wants to be the sustainability leader in the tungsten carbide world. And as I said, India is a big part of that. Obviously, happy to meet many customers at the show to show them, how through our new products we can also help them to become sustainability, to become more productive, and to become, more efficient. So that is basically the target of our show. So good luck to everyone.
So as he said, the growth goes along with sustainability. So we are developing a lot of new products for customers, very good solutions, very efficient, but we are focusing on sustainability. So that's very important, that's our mission, and we'll give customers a solution which also reduces their carbon footprint, along with very high grade of new technology. Thank you very much. And I had CERATIZIT India. I am Managing Director for CERATIZIT India. Thank you very much.